specifically looking
I'm
for
out
a
here
clean
taking.
female
What's
commenter.
up? What's up,
My
family?
sister, who
What's
was
up,
very
YouTube family?
protective of me,
Twitter family.
called me up
Good
and was
morning.
like,
It is
"What's good?
Sunday,
Do you need to
November the
roll out there?
1st.
Why is Kev
You know
looking
what
for
that
you? He
means?
trying to replace
We
you
got
on
2 days
Instagram? He
left
needs somebody
to
clean.
get
You feel
Trump
like you
out
too
of
foul
office.
now?" Because
And
I
we
ain't got
got
no
to
we
make
gonna
it
fight
happen.
COVID
In
in
South
him.
Carolina, that means
And
we
I was
got to
like,
get
I'm pretty sure he's
Lindsey Graham
probably
out
putting
of the
together a
office.
clean show
Got to get rid
because
of him. We're going to do it.
I'm pretty sure because he hasn't
It's
had a
crazy,
clean
man. It's a
keep your
bunch of
distance show.
bullshit
He's
going on.
probably
I
trying to
think
put
it's a
together
setup,
a clean
though.
one for people. She was like,
They got
I'm just saying.
all those ballots. They got all those votes people don't put in through the mail, just sitting in warehouses and sitting in mail trucks. So if you ask me, personally, I think it's a setup. But hey, that's just me. Shit. I mean, what they expecting to get out of that though? Cause what can be done from that if they got all these votes that people don't cash just sitting around in a warehouse somewhere? Then what goes on now? Do the election get held back? Like, do they postpone the election for another week? Because it ain't fair for all these people. Or do these people have to now go in person and recast their vote if they don't know if their vote even made it to the office? That really don't make sense. It seems like that ain't right. Something ain't right about it. It seems real illegal. Some real illegal governmental activity going on here. And who got the access to mess up all this, like, to make sure all these folks don't make it to where they need to make it to? Who runs the mail center? Who can stop the truckers? Is it the mob? Is the mob rigging the election for Donald Trump? Because from what I heard from Michael Francis on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, is Donald Trump had to get in business with the mafia back in the day when he wanted to do some developing on his company and building, because the mafia ran all the ins and outs in regards to developing up there in New York and stuff like that. So he said Donald Trump had to be involved with the mob in order for him to get access and so much real estate. So it made me feel like if it ain't the Russians, the mob might be helping Donald Trump. Hey, it could be anything, man. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. I ain't putting it on the mob, but it's a possibility the mob helping Donald Trump win this election, if it ain't the Russians this time. Now, if Donald Trump win the election again, what's everybody gonna do? That's what people saying. What we're gonna do? You know what? If Donald Trump win the election again, the same shit that just happened in the last 4 years just gonna continue to happen, except it's gonna elevate a little bit. It's gonna get a little bit worse. It's either gonna get a little bit worse, or else, at least, and that's at the least, it can get a lot worse. But I'm thinking it's gonna get a little bit worse at the least, and that's just the way it's gonna go for people that's used to the struggle. The struggle is gonna continue. People that's not used to the struggle, it's gonna get real, real bad for them, and they gonna crumble. They either gonna kill themselves, they gonna kill somebody, they gonna commit a crime, something to try to put themselves back in a position where they feel comfortable. It could go either way. That's what I think. But for most black people that's used to the struggle, it ain't nothing new, nothing different. We used to being underfed, used to getting the bad hand, we used to getting the short stick, we used to getting everything in regards to piling up against us. So if anything, then, you know, shit, it's gonna continue to roll the way it's been rolling for black people and people of color that's suffering. Now, we gotta continue to stay positive. We gotta stay prayed up, continue to pray, send out good energy and love so we can get that back. It ain't enough people sending out that every day because it ain't coming back the way it should be coming. There's too many people mixed-minded, mixed opinions, mixed hearts. Good is good, bad is bad, right is right, and wrong is wrong. Confusion is confusion. If you don't know if it's good and if you don't know if it's bad, you don't know the difference between good and bad. You confused. You're in a confused state. That means you might need to stay out of the situation. Because any input you may have on the situation and you confused could just make the situation worse. Because you don't know what you're talking about, but you still want to have an opinion on something. If you want to have an opinion on something, then write it down. Read it back to yourself out loud and see if it makes sense to you. Because a lot of times people do that, they'll notice that it don't make sense. It don't make sense at all. Stuff that people got to say most of the time, it just be because people want to talk. It don't be because you got nothing that's vital or nothing that's informative that's gonna really benefit or help the situation when the situation doesn't need anything but benefits and vital information. Better think about that. Did you get that though? That was deep. That was deep. It ain't too deep, but it was deep. Lil Wayne endorsed Donald Trump. And I'm gonna tell you something. Who's surprised? Who's surprised? I don't know what it is, what kind of move he making. He got all the money he needs from what we know. So it got to be a personal thing in regards to the taxes. I think it's strictly about the taxes for him, about the money, knowing that if Donald Trump lose, then it ain't gonna be that big old tax cut for the rich. It's gonna be something different. So the rich gonna have to pay more taxes, and Lil Wayne ain't trying to pay out millions and millions of dollars every year in taxes, even though he don't realize what's going on out here, and people that'll never see those millions and millions of dollars to be able to pay that amount in taxes and still live comfortably. Like, he comfortable enough to know that he can afford to do that for the rest of his life. His kids will be straight, and yeah, you're gonna have to pay them taxes, but you're gonna be comfortable still. You sacrificing. It takes sacrifice. You know, I think he feel like he worked hard for everything he got, and he don't gotta sacrifice nothing for the greater good of the people, but that ain't the way it works. Especially when you make it on that level. You should especially be ready to sacrifice and make sure that you give back to the people. Singing a song ain't giving back. We don't put the money in your pocket because of your music, your talent, and your work, your hard work put in. You know what I mean? It's love and appreciated, but at the same time, we don't appreciate you switching sides and acting like what's going on ain't going on. I remember that interview with Lil Wayne talking about he ain't never seen no kind of brutality, or he ain't never had a problem with the police as a black man in America and all this and that. But Lil Wayne been famous since Lil Wayne was about 13 years old, if not younger. He been famous that long. So he been out the loop. Like, we can't expect Lil Wayne to support our cause because Lil Wayne ain't been in the loop in a long time, you know what I mean? Even in the circle, in the network, even though you think he's surrounded by nothing but black people, Baby and them dealing with the white man on a daily basis, their big corporate household names and all that stuff. Like, he was already out the loop from the jump. Once he first blew up, it was over with. When Lil Wayne first blew up, it was over with. I'm gonna tell you what song I heard. In fact, the first major song I heard that made me be like, oh, it was Go DJ. Oh, that's my DJ. The Go DJ. I'm the hottest under the sun. Lil Wayne went in on that. And all I'm saying is, he been out the loop. We can't expect him to be relatable to what's going on because he don't know. He don't know what's going on. Been rich too long. Niggas that's rich too long, I guess it's like it created that's like to Get Out. The more money you get, then that's transforming you in like the movie Get Out. That's putting the other mind in your mind. It ain't actually them switching sides with you. It's actually you developing their mindset, thinking the way they think. That's really what Get Out is. That's what I think. That bread, that comfortability, being apart from the community so long, because you got the money to come into it and leave when you want to instead of having to sit there and experience the struggle. That's what I think that do to you. So I think that's the Get Out syndrome Louisiana up under right now. And that's what we're gonna call it, the Weezy Get Out syndrome. God. You got what else you got? Got plenty more. At Halloween last night, people don't care nothing about coronavirus. As soon as the government started opening things back up, they're saying different places and stuff, you ain't got to worry about your mask. People jumped on it hard. Coronavirus is not important to them. And I don't get it. Like, people still going in large groups, going to clubs, partying. I understand y'all want to get out. You're tired of being cooped up, and you feel like you can't see it, or you feel like it don't affect you. But that just means you ain't thinking about the bigger picture and everybody else that it is affecting. Like, you may pick it up on you, and you may not get it and get sick, but you may come across a person that is sickly that's trying to avoid it the best they can, but they may have to make a trip out to the store that day, but they come in contact with you. You got coronavirus germs all over you. Boom. Now you done passed it on to them unknowingly just because you ain't careful, because you out here moving the way you want to and don't care about nobody else but yourself. And that's what's going on a lot of times. People dying every day. And of course, a lot of deaths got other factors in play, and corona ain't this exact thing that's killing a lot of people, but it's not helping. If you tell me coronavirus is helping, then I'm gonna call you a crazy fool. It's crazy. We almost there, sort of. A little bit left to go. About to roll up again, waiting on my cigar stove. Some pops breaking them for your boy. And this my little man cave tent for all those that be wondering. I'm not homeless. I don't live in a tent. This my chill zone. Like, that way you don't smoke up the house and shit. You can sit out back. Put your little tent out back, put your TV out there, heater, everything you need, chairs, and be chilling. Growing up, you think a tent is like a little teepee, little hut, little thing that you had to crawl into. That's what we used to. A lot of people in the hood, like, we ain't know about tents. We ain't know different kind of tents. We ain't know stuff like that. We just thought it was like, oh, they going in the woods with a tent. They got some nice tents out there, though. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, like, you can fit a queen size bed and a TV in there, chill in there, and be laid up. So definitely, it's a good chill spot. I got a flat screen in here now, and a table in here, a heater, 4 chairs, air conditioning unit, the game system, another table, side table, rugs. Like, come on. In a tent, though, you wouldn't even believe it. So y'all definitely go on Walmart.com if you don't believe it. Go on Walmart.com or Amazon and type in tents and look at all the different tent options you got, and you're gonna be amazed. You'll be like, oh, I might get one of these. For people with kids, that's something to get out your house. Like, if your house always messy and you're tired of that, get your little tent set up, put it in the backyard, and that'll be for the kids. You know what I mean? Tell them, like, anytime they want to go play or chill, do all their little chilling stuff, all right, go out to your tent then. You know what I mean? That way they keep your house free and clean. You ain't got to worry about all that noise and all that extra stuff. That's a good idea. Or if you just want a little getaway spot for yourself away from the crib, you might not want to smoke in your house or something, but you don't want to go sit in the car or have to sit out front. Put you a tent in the backyard. Then you can just go sit in your little tent, you know what I mean? Smoke it up, drink, relax, chill, enjoy yourself. So definitely look into getting you a tent. I got to get me another tent when I get the bread to get the one I want to get. Which brings me to Cash App. You can hit my Cash App if you want to make donations. You know what I mean? I ain't monetized on YouTube or anything like that. But definitely you can hit your boy Cash App. We all broke out here though. So you send me 50 cents, send me $1, send me $2. I ain't that broke to where I ain't got $2. But everything helps. Everything add up. You know what I mean? And no telling where it could take us. Why I can't blow up. You know what I mean? Everybody else blowing up. Let me blow up too. But get you a tent. Go look on, check that out. I think you'll enjoy what you find. I've been getting different stuff lately. Here and there, like I go to the Dollar Tree or something. I might try and get like different foods or something I ain't never tried before. Hoping it's gonna be good. Like I tried like healthy chips and stuff like that lately. I bought not at the Dollar Tree, but the other day I went to Aldi's and I got a brown butter pecan cheesecake. I haven't tasted it yet. I'm gonna do a review of it today though. I'm gonna post it and see how I like it, because I ain't never had butter pecan cheesecake and it sound good, it look pretty good, sound interesting. We're gonna find out today. Gonna find out.
Time is it? Left the bag.